Hi everyone, this is Tony Tabona from the Alpha Signals, and I'm here to trade the OTC market. And in this session, I'm going to show you how to trade the OTC market as I trade one of our VIP signals, which is coming up at 1:55, so in about 3 minutes. So because it's the OTC market, it means I cannot use the alpha zones indicator, which only works which only functions, yes, on an MT4 platform. And since the weekend market does not operate MT4, it means I need to replicate what normally would happen if I had the alpha zone indicator. And for those that know, the alpha zone indicator basically it's two zones. It's the red zone, which is the resistance, and the blue zone, which is the support. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark out these zones. I'm going to start with where the market is right now. It's right in this position. So I'm going to go ahead and just plot my support with blue lines. And every area which basically has a blue line becomes the support. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put a support line in every blue zone. And let's just see how this goes. Sorry, let me just do that. And I have another support right here where the market is, and just a little bit low right there. So I can spot about 3 supports. I have another support right here which I'm gonna plot, which is basically this pin right here. That's where the market reversed. Okay, so I have those 4 supports. I'm just gonna go ahead and probably just put one more. I'll make this a support area as well right there. So I have all these areas as my supports. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the red zone. So I'm gonna put my red resistance up there. I don't know why I cannot be able to do this. I should. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna put another one right at this position. I'm gonna duplicate that again. Put another one right here. I'm gonna duplicate this again and just put another one at the top of this pin. And for me, just looking at where the market is right now, these become my support and my resistance. So basically what you have is you've got the red lines here that become your red zone, that is your resistance, and the blue lines here which become my support, which is the blue zone. All right, and that's it. So a signal has just started right now. This is basically at 155 NZD USD. It's a put. So I need to look at where the market is. And the way our signals work is if the market is in the blue zone, basically, which is this area, it's most likely to go up. Then if it's in the red zone, which is that area, it's most likely to go down. So my signal started right here at 155. And I just need to wait and see where exactly is it gonna go from that position. And based on what I see right now, my analysis is that this market started in this area and it's short. Okay, there you go. It's short up to this position. I didn't even notice that, but there's a zone right here which I'm gonna mark. There's a zone right here, right here. That's a zone. You can see the market went okay, but the main area is this one. It's got that point where it touched, and you can see those 2 points as well. It's the same thing. It went up and returned. That becomes a support, a resistance rather, and a resistance in this area as well. So I could have missed my entry right in this position because from what I see, this is where the market reversed. It's a lower resistance, but it is a resistance. So I'm just gonna wait and see how it behaves in relation to this area. Will it break this zone and go to the higher one or not? But it is a put. And I love this area because that's exactly where the market seems to be reversing, in this area here. So I'm not going to do anything at the moment because what I've noticed is that the first entry within this 5 minutes, it reversed in that area, and I can see this one is just touching. It has almost touched that area, and there seems to be a struggle in the zone. Okay, it's now broken. It's going deeper up. So I'm just going to go ahead and just plot in my last 2 minutes. this trade. So I'm trading digital, so I've just put the full 5 minutes now just to see what happens. It's a put signal. I didn't take it initially. It was right here when it started, and I needed it to be in the red zone, but it was at this blue line, which represents part of the blue zone. So I want to see how it behaves at that very last red zone, the upper one. And as it continues going up, I also continue to introduce more red zones. So I'm going to put another red zone right here on the body, which is this body right there, as well as another one on the wick, which is up here. So I have a wick and I have a wick right there. So I'm just gonna stop up to those two and just see what happens as we are now getting to the end of this first entry. And you know, one thing I love about our signals is that you don't have to trade blindly. You don't have to enter every trade from the beginning. With a little bit of analysis of the red zone and the blue zone, you can avoid certain trades and only opt for the best trades that will give you a better chance of winning. And that's exactly what's happening right now. You know, I never took it here because it was in the blue zone, and indeed, because as I said, if it's in the blue zone, it's most likely to go up. And that's exactly what happened to this market. It went up from that position. Now it's in the red zone. It has broken all these red zones, and I love what I'm seeing right now because there's a reversal that's taking place from that last upper red zone, and we can see where it was. It's right there. It broke it a little bit, and I just want to see where exactly you know, it could have gone up to on that position right there. So could it have been this? Yeah, so it was this body right here. This is exactly where it reversed, by this body. This little body is the same position there. So right now we're looking good. I like what I'm seeing. My signal is running in the red zone, and I'm just gonna wait for this next entry, which is now officially started. The next 5 minutes, which is basically from 2 o'clock. So let's just see what happens over the next few minutes. I'm just gonna observe the market from a 5-minute chart just to see the strength of the 5-minute candles. So I can see a nice strong rejection there taking place for the market to continue going up, and I'm quite confident that this will be a nice entry for me at that position. So I'm just gonna take a $10 trade at that entry right there. It's in the red zone. I like what I've seen because the market has just been rejected from that position. It came all the way down. I'm still on the red zone. There's a strong trend, you know, for the market to be pushed down. So this is my entry. Now here's what I'm gonna do. If for any reason the market pushes up to any of these three, any of these two candles, then I know that the entry that I took would have not been the right red zone. But the main thing is I took it within the red zone, which to me, you know, it was in that position, which seems that from the red zone the market should go up. Now I want to share a little bit of these two indicators that I have, because a lot of people have asked me, why do you have these two indicators? What do they represent? So I'm just gonna explain briefly what also made me to take this trade in this position. See, I like what I'm seeing here because when I use the MACD, every time the MACD crosses down this orange line, it's a sign that the market is going up. And then when the MACD crosses up, as you can see, it's a sign that the market is going up. So you can see the pattern consistently. Look at this position right here, right there. It's right here. It crossed, the market goes up. You know, it maintains that uptrend. From here, it crosses down, and you can see that downtrend. So just to come up to where I am, I took it at this entry because I could already see the direction of the MACD. It's facing downtrend. You know, so for me that gave me that confidence. Then the other thing that I also use, as you can see, is the RSI. My RSI, a lot of people would have the RSI on the overbought and the oversold at 70 and 30. You know, for me, I have both the overbought and the oversold at 50, both of them, you know, and then I have this purple line. So when I took the trade, basically the market was going under the 50 zone, and that's where I took the trade, you know. So something different is happening. As we can see, I took the trade in that position where that was the entry, and it went down, and now it went up. Now we're on the third candle. So we seem to be having this tug of war, you know, of the market going up and down within the entry, you know, which was the red zone. And it's just a matter of seeing what happens over the next 2 minutes. And I'm still confident. I'm just looking at this nice reversal right here that's taking place of my blue line of the MACD. You know, it's going downtrend, you know, so for me that's a good sign. I like what I'm seeing with the RSI as well. It's below the 50, and that's also a good sign for me. So I've got basically 3 things that I've done to analyze this trade. 1, it was in the red zone. 2, I liked what I saw with the MACD facing down on the blue line, and I like the fact that it was under the 50 zone of the RSI. And then obviously, you know, I also have these MAs that you can see right here. So same thing, when this MA faces down is the same one as this one. It's a downtrend, and so I have a few things to my advantage in how I've taken this trade. Is closing in just about the next 1 minute or so, and it's quite deep in the money. And yeah, I should easily win this trade. So it's just a matter of waiting to see what happens in the next 1 minute. This is the market, anything can happen. But you know, as much as anything can happen in the market, what you do as a trader is you put your best options, you know, in predicting what will happen. And if you do lose and you've done everything right, it will just be unfortunate because that is the market. But if you do everything according to your knowledge and understanding in the right way, then you increase your chances. So right now I'm pretty confident that this is going to be a win. And once again, it's because I took it in the red zone. 2, I like what I see with this blue zone going down under the orange line, and my purple line is below the 50 zone on the RSI. So everything literally is just pointing in the right direction for me to win this trade, which is now closing in the next about 20-25 seconds. And let's just wait and see what happens in the next 20. But I'm still confident that it will hold down, you know, until it closes in the money. So guys, there you have it. That's basically a quick analysis of how you trade the OTC market. When you see our signals and you enter a trade, you know, using the zones, that's basically what I've done. My red zones for the support, my blue zones for my red zones for the resistance, sorry, and my blue zone for the support. And that's it. In as quickly as I've done it. And I just want to say one thing as I close. The signal was at 155. I didn't take it at 155 because it was in the blue zone. It got to the red zone at that position, started going down. It was still in the red zone, nice downtrend, and I took it in that position. But not just only that, but also looking at the position of my MACD and my RSIs, and I won the trade. So I hope this has helped somebody, and thank you so much, and look forward to more videos like this.